Good afternoon, Oki Nitro here from Hermanus. So what I'm going to be attempting today is something that I'm sure irritates a lot of you. And that is to install a rechargeable battery into my controller. I've already dropped in a hump pack into my Savage, which was easy drop in, plug in, and there you go. The controller though, a little bit more tricky. I have received this 1700 milliamp nickel cadmium battery, and unfortunately nickel cadmium batteries profile are thicker than AAA's, which means they will not fit in there. So I need to make a plan to fit them in. I'm thinking maybe in the handle, maybe I need to get the Dremel out and cut out a little bit in here. But to start that process, I'm first going to open up the controller to see what's inside so that I don't cut through anything that's important. So join me for that journey. Right, so I think the process starts with just checking that it will work. I know it will work at 6 volt, that's 6 volt. This is three AAA's at 1.5 or 4 AA's at 1.5 volt at 6 volts. And 5 nickel cadmium cells come out to exactly 6 volt as well. These kind of run at a slightly higher nominal voltage, that's when they're fully charged, and they have a slower drop off, which means that your controller's operation should be better and more reliable over a longer period of time. So first things first, my little charging lead, I'm just going to plug it into battery. Keep those apart, and then I now know at this stage, just from looking at it before, that that's the positive and this is the negative side, so I'm just going to clamp that on there. And let's switch on our controller, and the beautiful red signal. Let's just make sure about our voltages. It has been charged. It's a new battery. I put it through its refresh cycles on my charger, so I know that's in good nick. So I'm DC. And nominal voltage at 6.65 volts, and that is wireless pulling current. It should be a little bit higher if it's not pulling current. Not that that's important. Yeah. What is that? Not red. Fluctuating voltages. Yeah. 6.68. Perfect. Right. Enough of eating the voltages. What I'm now going to start doing is to strip this beautiful controller apart. Now this is the original Traxxas controller, and I know, guys, it's relatively inexpensive to upgrade. This thing uses weird fucking screws. I think I do have that one, but not with me. Let's see, maybe my flat screwdriver will bring it out. Yeah, it will. You see, they just screw you about so you can't open it normally. Anyway, that one we got out without too much worries. I'm gonna bring my trusty. That's a bit rough. Somewhere where you can put all the little screws. I tried to get all my tools here that I'm going to need. It's possible that I wouldn't have them all. So you must please excuse me if I just run away for a second. Sometimes we edit those out. But you guys know that for every 10 minutes of video, there's 60 minutes of editing involved. Right, so in total we end up with 4 different screws. Funny how this bloody center screw is exactly the same length, but it looks like a little Torx. And I know those, a lot of cell phones use those, so you get those little Torx sets. I actually have one in one of my electrical toolboxes. It's not the end of the world, but I just got it out now just to figure out how the clips work, so I don't break anything, because there will be a couple of clips. Still keep it apart. Oh wait, I've missed a screw. There's one more up here, one small little screw on the handle on top. Obviously what's important when you get these open is to make sure that you know how to put them back. As I said, there's always clips somewhere. Be careful to not misjudge a screw for a clip. After here it's kind of still open. Start wedging on this side. Come nuts. Ooh, many screws still. I missed them all 4 of them. These are different screws, smaller ones, so remember that. So I'm slightly out of camera. Okay, so the controller comes off. But I can't see how that can be part of the reason why it wouldn't come off. This is the controller mechanism itself. So that's just hanging loose now. Still doesn't tell me why. I can't actually get this to come out. Ugh, no man, you're stupid. There's another one. Secret is not to force. So I actually think I don't need to do this, so I'm going to just put this back because I don't want to have wires dangling that I don't need. Set my electric screwdriver on 1 Newton-meter torque, which is sometimes too much for plastic. Just put one back, I'm going to do the rest later. Now this should kind of just come off. Let's loose there. See. And there we go. So that's our handle. We see we've got a little tray here at the bottom. And our tray has got our negative and our positive. See, there's a little wire that actually goes through. Quite a nice little design there. Make sure that that doesn't pull on those ends. So I like that. So I think first price would be if I could get, this is all riffled, so I'll have to cut quite a bit out there. First price would be if I can just get it in that little hole. And I think I'm going to get away with that. Let's see, so if I just remove the current tray. I think it's safe for me to say that I'm going to cut these off, so I'm just going to do that because I won't be reusing that now. I'm definitely going to install the battery. Out goes the battery case. Let's just flip that back. Make sure they're not catching anything. Trigger mechanism. Fortunately, that sticker tore on the opening. So now let's see if this is all in. Can I pop my battery in that little hole? Because if that's the case, then we've won the fight. Ooh, just. No. Kind of. But then it looks like this. That's not very nice, eh? Probably need about 3 to 4 mils. That means that that's going to cut into the base here. So we've got the option of putting it in the handle. If I put it in the handle, I'm going to lose that. The handle is conical, it's not conical, it's cylindrical from bottom to the top. Which means if I can put it in there, I can get it in the handle. It would mean that I have to remove all of this enforcement. But I honestly think that could be alright. Compared to having to cut away physically part of the handle at the bottom. I wonder if I remove that and I bring it forward just a little bit, if I won't be able to close it. I don't know if you can see this on the camera. So I need to be under that line, obviously, because that's where this slides on to click in. So that line, I cannot go over that line, and if I am right there, if I'm slightly forward, then I'm very close to under that line, and if I then bring that down, so I'm thinking if I remove this bit, and maybe the front screw here, so if I don't use that front screw, then this will fit the bottom. Compared to having to cut out all of these reinforcements on both sides and then mount it in the handle. And this actually closes that part. So I think that's the first cut I'm going to make. I'm just going to remove that little bit and see. I'll have to remove that as well. I'll have to remove the yes, that could just work. That could just work. So I'm literally going to be cutting that little bit. I'm going to just cut that bit out. I'm going to cut it out there. then I'm going to see how that comes out. Out comes my trusty rotary tool. Heeft het je kracht dan? Oh, right there. So we do want to do some body modifications later as well, so the rotary tool will come out. Usually I would be doing this rotary tool cutting work, not on our braai strip, but for sake of the video, I would like to show you guys what I'm doing. So the little tool I'm using is what's that rotary tool that I want so badly's name?
Dremel.
A Dremel. So it's a Dremel tool. It's hugely expensive for this little disc, but I can tell you it's one of those that once you have it, you use it all the time. Wat jou net van dit laten. Right, so after some cable management, with no further ado, let's do it. Why don't you don't feel lekker? No, man. Ow! That's why I want a Dremel, by the way, for all the Dremel guys out there. Anyone is out there willing to sponsor a YouTuber with a Dremel? Good place to start. Why do I have an unbalanced? Can you live with it and go for it? That's out. Let's see how this one's going to fit there. Not quite. But can I steal a bit more there? You're going to get a different tip for that specific job. not completely closed. It's got a bit of a bulge at the bottom. I think the bulge at the bottom will probably just make this thing sit better, to be quite honest. But I now see that that side is much bigger, which means that that won't fit there. Which means I'm going to sacrifice, probably end up sacrificing the front screw. Won't be ideal, but this thing is quite rigid. I don't think it's going to be much of a problem. So I think it's exactly where I'm going to go with this now. So now like this. Clean up there a little bit. That could have been not nice. A little bit went flying out. Luckily not flying out into my eyes. Right, let's do it on the other side as well. Cut what I can. There's a little nip there that I don't want to lose because that's enough for the... But then again, hold on. I don't really want to cut the whole thing away because I don't want the battery to rattle around in the case. Oh, that's actually ample enough. I really need to just take out the front there so that it sits right at the front. I'm just going to give it a quick cut. So that should then make the battery fit this perfectly. obviously let one of these the charging points hang out, which strictly meaning I could really close this up forever and not even have the sliding thingy at the bottom. Oops. Okay, I didn't see that. I didn't see that coming. So that little nip, so the bits I took off on that side is what catches the front bit. So I'll have to make a different plan for that. But since I'm not going to service it all the time, I'll probably just screw it in. But then that will keep that part together as well. Just remember, ref that screw. I'm just going to put a screw in right there and right there into this meaty part and that party there. So right in the edges, I'm going to put a screw in, and that will permanently set it until I need to get to it again. So, right. Next point. Just to just want to pause the video. I just want to check something out with you. Right, the reason for my pause was to go check out the difference between male and female servo plugs, because on my charger lead I overhandled my female servo lead plug and eventually tried to fix it, and I thought, but these look the same, but they are pretty much the same. The difference is on the male plugs, with the female plugs, those are nice and long, so they stick out in front. So I can't directly use this servo plug to make a female one, because obviously it does have, there's nothing that sticks out. But I have decided to still go and cut this off. But I'm going to cut it off and leave enough space there for me to work with it if I need it at another time. This is going to be the charging lead for charging. You can really clack both wires on a live battery, I know, but it's only 6 volts, so it's not as if it's going to melt my pliers. This was a car battery, high amps, that would have definitely been a risk. Bring that off. And again, I can solder these things, but since it's relatively water free and stress free, what I'm going to do is I'm going to twist them, and then I'm going to give them a heat shinky, and that should be ample to keep them secure inside the remote. When you strip your wire, just make sure that you don't strip away too much of the fine little wires. As you can see, they are very fine. This one is the thinnest lead I've got. I cannot remember which one is the better quality, the white or the red. I think I'm just going to go with the white. As always, my workspace is becoming a bit of a mess, so let's just move stuff that I need. In, light it in, pop it out. Heat shrink. What do I do with this heat shrink that I just cut? There we go. So don't forget to put your heat shrink over your wire before you join it. Strictly speaking, we should join the positive first. Yeah, let's do that. Red on red. Nice twist. Twist on the other side. straight in with the blue torch. And overheat this, it just needs a little bit of heat, you can actually burn it. It's kind of slightly thick for the application. We needed something a bit thinner. There we go. Nicely heat synced in. See, I'm turning the one over the other one. I'm not twisting the two, so turning that one over this one, which means it makes a little knot on the end. Actually, then try and look at that. What did I forget? The bloody heat sink. Now see how actually good the connection is. I'll unwind it, otherwise I'm going to actually damage it. Right. Let's just twist that up again. What did I just say? Don't forget the heat sink. Heat sink over. Negative wire on. Let's twist that. Twist. Twist. Put that over there. Chink. Don't be too hasty with this because you can burn it. I've had it in flames from not paying attention. Brilliant stuff, this heat sink. Brilliant. I love it. I use it in all my electronic projects. Right, so now we have to decide where the charging cable goes. So I think the logical place for it to come out is just right there. So I'm just going to make a little nippy in, and I'm going to pop it right there. To make a little cut into the plastic here, and then just slide it right into that point. I could have gone all windgat on myself and put a female charging point in that clips in, but since I don't have one now, I have ordered from my Aussie guys. But I don't have one now, so I want to complete the job, so I'm just going to carry on. I'm literally just going to do a little swap with the cutting machine. Okay. The right tool for the right job. I love it. I love it when a plan comes together. Who knows where that comes from? Anyone else? There's an age restriction on this channel. You're not allowed to watch it. Oh, that was a joke. This is a family-friendly channel. My wife always reminds me of when I get a little bit stressed. The things that doesn't want to go my way. Some of that wire mangled up in there, and some of this over here, and that can just come out right there. Is that not going to be in the way of my drip? No, it's going to be under it. I can do that. And let's just get everything else in its place. The little antenna, go live there. There in a nice spot. Make sure none of the wires are twisted. So if ever you break your antenna wire, you'll have to come in here and just solder it onto that. Really not that big a deal. I did a antenna wire the other day for the receiver. You do have a positive and a negative, and it looks like in this case the positive is in the back and the negative is in front. So you just pull that little out the wire out, and the front wire push through, solder it on, out the wire on the back, boom, your antenna is connected. And that's your whole receiver, right? That's all that there is to it. It's not much, right? If you really look at it. Anyway, so with no further ado, let's slap this thing together. Let's find a spot right there. And yeah, screws go back. Where's that funny flipping screw in the middle? I'm gonna have an extra screw because I literally killed. I don't think that feels right. Look at this again. Actually got a little tip there. We'll get to that battery just now. Make sure that the wires don't get all stuck up there. Okay, let's get the small one in. There we go. That's not the right screw though. We're expecting to have one screw left. Make sure we've got power. Yes, it is operational. Haven't tested it on the RC yet. We will just now though. I had a funny the other day when I wanted to join this to that is 4 screws. Alright, it's lost its binding after I ran the unpack flat. And then I couldn't get it bound for the life of me. And then my RC buddy Ernest Eustace, sorry. My RC buddy Eustace said to me I have to uncouple all of the servos off the receiver and then do the binding. And guess what? They're bound. Needless to say, I was very pleased with that. Alright, let's grab this back one. And get in there. Fortunately, the sticker didn't survive it. That's not the end of the world, it didn't come off completely. A little bluesy rendition of Depeche Mode. A yes for Depeche Mode in the comments for all the Depeche Mode fans.
I'm not allowed to comment on that.
You would, my baby? Have you become a Depeche Mode fan?
You're not allowed to do that on the channel.
Oh shit. Was that copyright protected?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Are we not allowed to ask who's Depeche Mode fans? It's an opinion.
Okay.
I don't know. YouTube, you let me know. If you don't like it, I won't do it again. I promise. I promise. No, I'm not putting in that funny bloody screw that prevents you from opening the control. Remember that we're now expecting this not to. Ach no, man. Ach no, man. Come on, Bookie. Seems like I didn't fit the aerial correctly. I'm hoping that I'm going to have enough space. Just twist it a bit. I did have enough space just to wiggle it in place. And that's in there. It's going to go in there. This one fits over. You'll see it bulges a little bit here. I can live with that. But I've lost the ability to clip it in. So I'm literally going to grab two self tappers and just turn it in. Chip, chip. Because I'm not expecting to open this all the time because I've got the charging point right here. Just want to make sure that my charging point are not. It is actually pinching, which is not great. Let's just make sure that we get that right again. Oh, it's not pinching. Right, I'm just going to pause it for a sec while I go get those two screws that I'm going to decide to put in here, and then we'll finish up. Alright, these are the two screws that I've chosen. They're a slight overkill. Ooh, they're not even the same, so that's not the two screws that I've chosen. They look the same. Right, I'm back with two screws. They, as I say, they might be a little bit of an overkill. Just want to make sure that I'm going to miss the battery, which I should. It's got a bit of meat here on the edges. I think it's exactly where I'm going to put it through, and I would normally just hit this, but for this particular reason, and especially because everyone is watching, I'm going to actually do a pilot hole. No, it's not because everyone is watching, it's because it's the right thing to do. Two more pilot hole. Roll straight into its place of safekeeping. Good. I'm sure we do not. Ooh, too much. believe that's my remote converter to a battery rechargeable remote. Check if it runs. Babes?